everyone and welcome back to Rift News, the show that serves you everything new about League of Legends while you browse through your other tabs. This time we got a lot of new stuff, so let's get right on it. Last week the next champion, Caixa, Daughter of the Void, has been revealed. Not only that, but she later appeared on PBE too. Her abilities are fairly basic. Her attacks apply stacking debuff, her Q is an AoE clear around her, her W is a long range poke, her E gives her movement speed and attack speed right after, and her ultimate is a massive dash to mark targets. The unique part of her kit is her ability to adapt to any gameplay. This kinda makes sense as she is a hybrid of a living void. She should be able to adapt. How this works is that all permanent stats from your items count towards specific meters. Once those meters get over a threshold, Caixa gains a new ability. Buying enough attack damage will make her AoE clear deadlier, buying ability power will make her poke even more punishing, and attack speed will give her stealth. So, by buying specific items, you can make a champion you would like to play. But the information we got didn't stop there. Later, we also got a short version of her story in the PBE client. Here it is. Claimed by the Void when she was only a child, Caixa managed to survive through sheer tenacity and strength of will. Her experiences have made her a deadly hunter and, to some, the harbinger of a future they would rather not live to see. Having entered into an uneasy symbiosis with a living Void carapace, the time will soon come when she must decide whether to forgive those mortals who called her a monster and defeat the coming darkness, or simply to forget as the Void consumes the world that left her behind. The last piece of information we got is her login screen. You can tell it was inspired by Metroid as the theme is pretty much the same. PBE also released 3 new emotes: Draw Me Like One of Those French Models Pingu, Fizz the Jerk, and Goodbye Zoe, reacting to her own nerfs. And speaking of emotes, keep an eye on your clients as the emote weekly sales are now live. There is also one new sneaky Void icon. As I mentioned during our last stream, I'd love to see this one as a fidget spinner merch. PBE also added a new feature. It seems like voice chat is finally being pushed through. It's a feature many have asked for and many will regret. But nevertheless, here it is. Right now it can only be used in pre-made teams, and that's the way it should stay. Surrendered20 also found out that Discord now offers deeper connection with your client. It should now detect if you're in a game and how long it has been going. Of course, with all the new releases, PBE also brings in new skins. Caixa herself has a pretty good futuristic skin, Ballet Angel Caixa. This one includes 8 different chroma skins for further customization. Once again, I would love it if they weren't up for RP, but what can we do? Battlecast Cho'Gath also got 6 new chromas, and these are pretty awesome. And the last skin that popped up is the final version of Resistance Ilaoi. This means that this is the last time we will mention her here, since she will most likely go live in the next few cycles. And speaking of going live, Dragon Master Swain is now available, which means that Darkstar Jarvan will follow shortly. As the drama of loot boxes slowly fades from our memories, only to be reminded by yet another lost Star Wars game, it seems like Riot finally released the numbers behind Hextech chests. The reason for this is most likely the Chinese government, as they require companies to release the exact drop chances whenever something gets close to gambling. This ensures that the buyer knows exactly what he's getting into. I have to give full credit to Chibin as he's the one who showed me this post. So, let's get right into the juicy parts of these stats. Let's start with the classic Hextech chests. You can buy them for 125 RP, or 195 if you need a key, or 1950 for a bundle of 11 chests and keys. Of course, these are the chests that you can get by getting an S rank. But let's have a look at the drop chances. Skin shards have 50% chance to drop. Champion shards have 25% chance to drop. Emotes are at 10% chance, wards are at 11.5% chance, and summoner icons are only at 3.5% chance. Thank God. But there is also bonus loot you can get on top of these. Gemstones are at 3.6% chance to drop, which is lower than I expected, but still reasonable, given the fact that you can now get them through many other ways. You also have a 10% chance to snowball into another chest with a key. But the stats don't end here. We have some more important information. For example, when a skin drops, the chances of getting a common skin and the chances of getting an ultimate skin are exactly the same. So all the skins have the same chances. This means that the reason why you see less legendary and mythic skins is because there is less of them, not because the drop rate would be lower. The only exception are Hextech exclusive skins. They do have lower drop rates. In fact, the chances of getting a Hextech exclusive skin are 1 in 2,500. Also, ultimate and mythic skins will now drop as permanents only. This change will address the issue where you had to burn a lot of other skins in order to unlock them. There is also a bad luck protection. You can't open 3 chests in a row without dropping at least 1 skin shard. So, in total, this will raise the skin drop rate to an average of 57%. Similar bad luck protection applies to gemstones. You can't open more than 50 chests without getting a single gemstone. So, on average, the gemstone drop rates are 4%. Also, when it comes to champion shards, you can't get a champion who's cheaper than 4,800 blue essence. Those were the Hextech chests. But now we are also getting Masterwork Chests. These are brand new chests that will go live in the patch 8.7. These chests will be purchasable for 165 RP, or 225 RP with a key, or 2,250 for a bundle of 11 chests and keys. And here we have the drop rates. The major difference is that Masterwork Chests cannot drop champion shards, so you'll only get skins. So the skin shards have 70% chance to drop. 525 orange essence has 10% chance to drop, emotes have 10% chance to drop, and wards also have 10% chance to drop. Notice, no summoner icons. Thank God. Gemstones still have 10% chance, and bonus chests also have 10% chance to drop. All the special rules and bad luck protections apply here too. Now let's really quickly go through a post celebrating Teemo's birthday. I honestly don't understand this though. Why are we celebrating his birthday? Did he deserve it? What about Bard? Bard's birthday is on the 12th of March, in about 2 weeks. Will he also get his own post? Anyway, let me quickly show you some of the fun numbers from this post. The most played Teemo skin is Omega Squad at 24.8% play rate. The most played champion with Teemo is Lee Sin. I'd like to see why he is 3% above the second place. Is it the blind? Xin Zhao's own play rate goes up by 45.9% when Teemo is on the allied team. The most successful Teemo ally is Zed. The least successful is Singed. Most common Teemo's enemy is Heimerdinger. The weakest Teemo's enemy is Renekton. There is also a line saying that LeBlanc might be Jarvan. This is a joke, people, stop tweeting it at me. But we got more stats. The most dangerous Teemo skin is Little Devil. The highest winning Cottontail Teemo Chroma skin is Aqua. For Omega Squad Chromas it is Peril. The deadliest Teemo Slayer is Pantheon, whose overall win rate goes up by 2.3% when facing Teemo. And the most played Yordle together with Teemo is Tristana. The last interesting piece of information here is Teemo's Mushroom heatmap. You can see that at the start of the game it is all concentrated around top lane, but as the game goes on, all the shrooms end up in specific bushes around the jungle. And now to the last part of the news. Ask Riot. Why isn't my honor level going up yet? I've played many games and I have been honored many times. Riot Nekale gave a simple answer. Basically, the more you play, the faster you'll get there. So if you played a lot and you're still not level 3, you must be really close. The only way it can get delayed is if you have some form of penalty. But apparently there will be some changes, so these penalties will be even less punishing. Will any be getting any visual, voiceover or gameplay changes to go with the cinematic? This one was answered by Thermalkitten. Basically, we shouldn't expect anything. From the previous narrative post we learned that this was a side project to expand any story. but unfortunately it wasn't tied to any other updates. And the last question, does Zaya lay eggs? No. And that's it for this episode of Rift News. Hopefully you learned something new, as this week we had a lot of information to absorb. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to rate it and subscribe for more lore and news. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Discord if you'd like to chat. If you'd like to see some Swain master plays live, follow us on Twitch too. Links to our merch and P.O.Box will be in the description. Of course, massive shout out to our patrons for going the extra mile, you guys are the best. And with that, thank you all so much for being here and for your support, I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you come again.